What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, March 23rd, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The Islamic State claimed responsibility for bombings that killed at least 31 people Tuesday in attacks at Brussels' Zaventem Airport as well as the city's Melbeek metro station. Celebrities, athletes, and politicians alike took to Twitter to express their sympathy, offer prayers, and express solidarity with those affected by Tuesday's events. Vincent Company tweeted twice. First tweet reads, "Horrified and revolted, innocent people paying the price again. My thoughts are with the families of the victims, #Brussels." The second tweet reads, "I wish for Brussels to act with dignity. We are all hurting, yet we must reject hate and its preachers as hard as it may be, #Brussels." Model Giselle tweeted, "My thoughts and prayers are with @Brussels. #prayer for Belgium, #pray for Turkey, #pray for the world, #pray for peace." Hillary Clinton tweeted, "These terrorists seek to undermine the democratic values that are the foundation of our way of life. They will never succeed." Kim Kardashian West tweeted, "My heart goes out to everyone in Brussels, praying for peace throughout the world." Paul Ryan tweeted, "We must confront this threat together. We must defend democracy and defeat terrorism." Nick Jonas tweeted, "Praying for peace around the world. Brussels, my heart breaks for you." Caroline Winanaki tweeted, "Thoughts and prayers going out to everyone affected at the Brussels attack this morning." Kendall Jenner tweeted, "My heart goes out to all those in Brussels, praying for you, praying for the world." Khloe Kardashian tweeted, "Terrorism is one of the scariest things. It does not function like anything else in the world." Kourtney Kardashian tweeted, "My heart is sad this morning, praying for Belgium, praying for all of us, praying for peace." Ian Smallholder tweeted, "I was supposed to be in the beautiful city of Brussels soon. My heart is with you all. So terrible." Ted Cruz tweeted, "Our heart breaks for the men and women of Brussels this morning. Make no mistake, these terrorist attacks are no isolated." Kerry Washington just tweeted, #Brussels. John Cash tweeted, "We must strengthen our alliances to root out evil, not dismantle them. #Brussels. Ashley Benson tweeted, "My thoughts, loves, and prayers go out to Belgium and Turkey. #pray for the world. #Brussels. #Turkey. George Sakai tweeted, "Our hearts today are full of grief, but tomorrow let them not be full of hate. This is what terrorism demands, and we." Vanessa Lachey tweeted, "Thoughts and prayers go out today. #Brussels. Grab your children close and let's encourage them to spread love and light. They are the future." And Donald Trump tweeted, "Do you all remember how beautiful and safe a place Brussels is? Not anymore. It is from a different world. U.S. must be vigilant and smart." Universal Pictures released a new trailer for its upcoming Snow White prequel, The Huntsman: Winter's War, Tuesday. The 2.5-minute clip features stars Chris Hemsworth, Charlize Theron, Emily Blunt, and Jessica Chastain. A synopsis says Theron stars as evil Queen Ravena, who has betrayed her good sister Freya, played by Blunt, with an unforgivable act, freezing Freya's heart to love and unleash in her an icy power she never knew she possessed. Retreating to a kingdom far to the north, Freya raises an army of huntsmen as her protectors, with the only rule that no two of them should ever fall in love. As the war for domination escalates between the two queens, the hero stands between them is Freya's most elite huntsman, Eric, played by Hemsworth, along fellow warrior Sarah, played by Chastain. The only woman who has ever captured his heart, Eric must help Freya vanquish her sister, or Ravena's wickedness will rule for eternity. Directed by Cedric Nicholas Troyan, the film is scheduled for release April 22nd. Warner Brothers is offering a glimpse of its 2017 film slate. The 1920s Boston set drama Live by Night, starring and directed by Ben Affleck, will hit theaters October 20th, 2017, while the Charlie Day Ice Cube comedy Fist Fight will come out February 17th, 2017. The horror movie Annabelle 2 is set for release May 19th, 2017. The studio's most recent release includes the critically acclaimed Midnight Special featuring Michael Shannon and Joel Edgerton, and this week's blockbuster to be Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, which also stars Ben Affleck. And in a related story, Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice director Zack Snyder has explained why he decided not to use Flash television star Grant Gustin to portray the Scarlet Speedster on film. Snyder said Monday to the New York Daily News, "I just don't think Gustin was a good fit," before explaining how the DC Cinematic Universe is different in tone from its television counterpart. He continued by saying, "I'm very strict with this universe, and I just don't see a version where that tone is not our world." Gustin stars as the character in the CW's highly successful The Flash television series, which features more lighthearted fare than what Snyder has done in Man of Steel, Dawn of Justice, and the upcoming Justice League. In Gustin's place as The Flash is actor Ariza Miller, who is rumored to appear as Barry Allen in Dawn of Justice. Still, Snyder went on to explain that the use of different actors is due to DC's commitment to the idea of the multiverse. The multiverse essentially explains that both the television show and films take place in the same multiverse, just not in the same universe, separate from each other. Snyder said, "Even if Grant Gustin is my favorite guy in the world and he's very good, we made a commitment to the multiverse idea, so it's just not a thing that's possible." DC Cinematic Universe gets started with Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice out in theaters March 25th. Justice League will then begin shooting on April 11th. Warner Brothers has released a new set of images for the studio's upcoming Lego Batman movie starring the voice of Will Arnett as the main superhero. The stills, first released by USA Today, shows the Lego-sized Batman strolling in his secret lair, smiling before an intimidating machine, and even cooking food in his personal microwave. Arnett told the outlet about playing Gotham's hero, "The Batcave is even better than we remembered it. It's awesome. But I also love getting into the ho-hum day-to-day of being Batman and what it's like to fight crime each day. Like the idea of Batman oversleeping his alarm clock makes him laugh. It really does humanize him." Directed by Chris McKay, who directed the Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie also stars Ralph Fiennes as Alfred, Michael Cera as Robin, and Rosario Dawson as Batgirl. Zach Galifianakis voices the villainous Joker character, while Mariah Carey voices Gotham's mayor. McKay said via USA Today, "We're nothing but exhaustive about the cameos and other characters that tried to enter Batman's life." The Lego Batman movie bows in theaters next February, with its first trailer dropping online this week. Margot Robbie will play Tonya Harding in the forthcoming film I, Tonya. Entertainment Weekly confirmed the 25-year-old Australian actress will portray the disgraced figure skater after Deadline linked Robbie to the project Monday. Harding and fellow skater Nancy Kerrigan were to compete at the 1994 U.S. Figure Skating Championship when Kerrigan was attacked during a practice session. Kerrigan withdrew from the competition, and Harding ultimately won the event. The attack was traced to Harding's ex-husband, Jeff Gillooly, and bodyguard Sean Eckert, who was prosecuted as Harding and Kerrigan competed in the 1994 Olympic Games. Harding herself pleaded guilty to hindering prosecution, was banned from competition for life. Robbie will co-produce with Bright producer Bryn Erkenles and is reportedly taking up herself to find a director for the project. Kate and Leopold writer Stephen Rogers wrote the script. Robbie is known for playing Laura Cameron on Pan Am and Naomi Paglia in The Wolf of Wall Street. She will portray Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad and Jane Potter in the live-action movie The Legend of Tarzan. Harrison Ford offers some background on his decision to continue his role as Indiana Jones in a fifth film, joking the contract is what swayed him. During an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live Monday night, the Star Wars The Force Awakens actor said he's not only excited about the contract, but the opportunity to bring pleasure to fans of the treasure-hunting archaeology professor. Ford said after admitting his contract was a good one, "We're here to kid around. The opportunity to work with Steven Spielberg again, a chance to revisit this character, which has brought pleasure to so many people, not to mention me. It's great fun to play this character." Ford also used his appearance on Kimmel to explain a behind-the-scenes exchange between himself and Force Awakens director J.J. Abrams about a deleted scene being added to the DVD and Blu-ray packages. He explained his misunderstanding of the term deleted scenes, asking why Abrams would ever put the scene back in the film. The actor said about learning about the deleted scene section of the DVD, it took me 4 days to figure that out. Emma Stone has signed on to star as Rosemary Kennedy in a new biopic, according to reports. The film, entitled Letters from Rosemary, as reported by Variety, will depict the tragic story of the elder sister of President John F. Kennedy and Senators Robert F. Kennedy and Ted Kennedy, who were mentally disabled. Rosemary was left unable to take care of herself after undergoing a disastrous lobotomy at the age of 23. Rosemary was ignored by her family and parents Rose Fitzgerald and Joseph Kennedy Sr., who placed her in institutional care following the procedure. She died of natural causes in 2005. Written by newcomer Nick Yarborough, the film will feature the moments leading up to the procedure and the effect it had on the family. The script was found by producers L.R. Cantor and Jared Murray on the Blacklist website, which collects the best scripts in Hollywood not in production. Stone was last seen in Aloha and Irrational Man. In February, the actress was in talks to portray fashion-obsessed Disney villain Cruella de Vil in 101 Dalmatians fame in a new live-action film entitled Cruella. Guy Pearce, Mary Louise Parker, and Rachel Griffiths are to star in the limited series When We Rise, written and created by Oscar-winning scribe Dustin Lance Black. Pearce will play an LGBT activist, Cleve Jones. Parker will play women's rights leader Roma Guy, and Griffiths will play her wife, social justice activist Diane. The roles of African-American community organizer Ken Jones and transgender activist Cecilia Chung are still to be cast, ABC said in a press release. A synopsis says When We Rise chronicles the real-life personal and political struggles, setbacks, and triumphs of the diverse family of LGBT men and women who helped pioneer one of the last legs of the U.S. civil rights movement from its turbulent infancy in the 20th century to the once unfathomable success of today. The miniseries is executive produced by Black, Lawrence Mark, Bruce Cohen, and Gus Van Sant for ABC. Van Sant will direct the 2-hour premiere of the 7-episode program. Cleve Jones was a young Quaker from Arizona who joined the gay liberation movement in 1972 and was befriended by pioneer gay rights leader Harvey Milk. He also founded the NAMES Project AIDS Memorial Quilt and led the National March for Equality in 2009. Black and Van Sant previously collaborated on the 2008 Harvey Milk biopic Milk. Lucas Till has landed the title role in the pilot for CBS's contemporary reimagining of the classic TV show MacGyver. Variety said it confirmed the casting of Till as MacGyver and Joshua Boone as his best friend Gunnar Monday. Richard Dean Anderson played the resourceful scientist government agent Agnes MacGyver on the original show, which ran from 1985 to 1982. Till is known for his roles in X-Men First Class and Hannah Montana the movie. He will soon be seen in X-Men Apocalypse. Boone's credits include Fangirl and Downtown Girls. Netflix revealed the premiere date for Season 2 of their critically acclaimed family drama Bloodline. The 10-episode second season will arrive on the streaming service May 27th, the company announced on social media Monday. Netflix wrote on a Bloodline's official Twitter account alongside a short video highlighting the premiere date, "You don't know the whole story, #Bloodline Season 7 arrives May 27th. The Florida Keys set series will bring back Kyle Chandler along with Linda Cardinelli, Sam Shepard, Sissy Spacek, Norbert Leo Butz, Jamie McShane, Jacinda Barrett, and Enrique Murciano. The first plot synopsis reads, Season 2 begins with the Rayburn family struggling to conceal their unthinkable crime. Mysterious strangers from Danny's past arrive with a dangerous agenda. Law enforcement is closing in on the truth behind Danny's murder, and the tight-knit family's once harmonious relationship is poisoned by paranoia and mistrust as it slowly begins to unravel. It continues by saying, lies mount, alliances are betrayed, relationships are destroyed. With their backs against the wall, good people may have to do some very bad things. Adam Sandler's latest comedy movie, The Do-Over, is scheduled to premiere May 27th on Netflix. The film co-stars David Spade, Paula Patton, Catherine Hahn, Sean Astin, Catherine Bell, Michael Chiklis, Louis Guzman, Natasha Leggero, Nick Swartzen, Torsten Vogt, Renee Taylor, and Matt Walsh. It was directed by Stephen Brill and written by Kevin Barnett and Chris Pappas. The synopsis reads, the life of a bank manager is turned upside down when a friend from his past manipulates him into faking his own death and taking off on an adventure. A teaser trailer for The Do-Over was released Monday. Sandler's movie, The Ridiculous Six, also premiered exclusively on Netflix. FX series American Horror Story is gearing up for its 6th season. Series creator Ryan Murphy discusses ideas at the American Horror Story Hotel panel at the Paley Fest along several Season 5 cast members, including Sarah Paulson, Kathy Bates, and Angela Bassett. Murphy revealed the interesting thing about Season 6 is we've been working on 2 ideas at once, which we've never done. Both things that we're writing now, we haven't declared a winner. We have a different form, so we're excited about that. He also added both conceits include elements of children. If you look at Horror Troops, The Innocence of Children, that story of eye-wide entryway in some world is always very dramatic and satisfying. Bassett, who plays Ramona Royale on Hotel, and Lady Gaga, who played Elizabeth, a.k.a. the Countess, were previously confirmed for Season 6. Murphy extended an invitation to several other cast members at the panel. He told Bassett, Paulson, Bates, Dennis O'Hare, Mac Bomber, Wes Bentley, Finn Wintrock, and Cheyenne Jackson, who were all present at the event, every darling person up here that wants to come back can come back. Season 5 Hotel was set in 2015 at a sinister hotel in Los Angeles. Previous seasons have taken place in a haunted mansion and an institution for the criminally insane, and Murphy confirmed he's building, quote, a definite universe where all the worlds are colliding. Season 1 Murder House premiered in 2011, and the series was renewed for a 6th season in November. The show follows an anthology format with the actors playing different characters in different settings each season. Game of Thrones and Star Wars The Force Awakens actress Gwendoline Christie has joined the Season 2 cast of the BBC mystery miniseries Top of the Lake. The Australia-set drama will once again star Elizabeth Moss. The 6 fresh episodes are being directed by Oscar winner Jane Champion, along with co-director Ariel Kleiman. Champion and Gerald Lee also co-wrote the latest installment, which will premiere in the United Kingdom in 2017. The second season begins 4 years after the events of Season 1. A synopsis reads, when the unidentified body of an Asian girl washes up on Sydney's Bondi Beach, the cast seems hopeless until Detective Robin Griffin discovers that China Girl didn't die alone. Also joining the cast of Top of the Lake Series 2, China Girl, are David Dinnick, Alice Englert, and Ewan Leslie. Moss said in a statement, I'm so excited to be back in Australia working with Jane on exploring this wonderful character. I can't wait for audiences to see where we take Robin's journey. Christie added, I'm so delighted to be working on Top of the Lake 2. Jane Champion has been a major creative influence through my life, and I could not be more privileged to be working on the next installment of her unique and thrilling drama alongside the brilliant Elizabeth Moss. Seasons 1 through 8 of Doctor Who will be exclusively available to stream on Amazon Video starting March 27th. Season 9 of the BBC science fiction show will be available September 6th, with the Husbands of River's Song Christmas special set to debut September 25th. Stephen Moffat recently announced he is stepping down as the lead writer and executive producer of Doctor Who after the next 10 seasons, which will begin on the British television network in the spring of 2017. Moffat has been the program's showrunner since 2010. He's been responsible for introducing the 11th and 12th Doctors in Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi. Broadchurch creator Chris Chibnall will take over the series after Moffat departs. Mishka Barton stepped out on the wrong foot during her first performance on ABC's Dancing with the Stars, according to Judge Len Goodman. After the OC actress and partner Artem Chigovinstev underwhelmed with their one-dimensional tango routine on Season 22's premiere Monday night, Goodman immediately shot to the point, saying that wasn't dancing. The returning judge began, it's not my nature to be nasty. That wasn't a dance, that was walking. There wasn't a little bit too much just walking around, and not enough tango, attack, flair, fire. That was all missing. Barton became visibly upset after hearing Goodman's remarks. Her routine garnered a total of 16 points in total from the 3 judges. Barton told Entertainment Weekly afterwards, I was more annoyed with stuff of the top, the actory stuff. I don't see all this stuff that they see all the time. Partner Chigovinstev added, the thing is, when someone comes into a competition like this, it's quite hard to commit in general, and then to come out for the first time and perform live, doing something you've never done before, I feel like there should be more encouragement. In a blog for People, Barton wrote that training for Dancing with the Stars has been overwhelming, but she does appreciate her partner's dedication. She wrote, Arteman did not let up or take it easy on me, and I appreciate that. He can be tough and strict, but he's never mean. I don't mind that. He's a little hard on me because I know that means he's talking this seriously, just as like I am. Richard Belzer is returning to Law & Order Special Victims Unit. Media outlets confirmed the news after Entertainment Weekly announced the 71-year-old actor will reprise his role as John Munch on Season 17 of the NBC police procedural in May. The episode's fashionable crimes will see Munch weigh in on the case of a young model who claims she was preyed upon by a famous fashion house photographer. The photographer has been on Munch and Finch's Tutuola Ice-T's radar for some time. Belzer first played Munch on Homicide: Life on the Street and went on to star on the first 15 seasons of Law & Order SVU. His character retired from the NYPD in Season 15 and was last seen on the Season 15 finale in 2014. Executive producer Warren Light told Entertainment Weekly, we love having Richard back on set. This episode was perfect for Munch's cynical eye and just the right time for him to give Olivia Benson, played by Marisha Hargitay, and Noah some needed support. Law & Order SVU premiered in 1999 and was renewed for an 18th season in February. The series co-stars Tamara Tooney as Melinda Warner and Kelly Giddish as Amanda Rollins and airs Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kim Fields won't be returning on to Bravo's reality series The Real Housewives of Atlanta. The 46-year-old actress and television personality announced the news on Monday's episode of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show following part 1 of Season 8's reunion Sunday. She said of the NFL star's single season with the team, "It feels more like Brett Favre and the Jets, you know, one and done. I think about 2 at the beginning of the season, what my mama said, get in and get out, listen to your mama." She explained, "It was for the experience. I was able to do a genre that I've been asked to do before, and finding a way to do that made sense for my team and I and the family. Overall, it was a great experience." Field joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta in Season 8 and clashed with Kenya Moore during her time on the show. The Bravo series will air Part 2 of the reunion special March 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with Part 3 to follow April 3rd. Jimmy Fallon and Chris Martin teamed up recently to perform a cover of David Bowie's Life on Mars on The Tonight Show. The performance, which aired Monday, featured the Coldplay frontman playing on the piano backstage before Fallon casually confronts him about what he's working on. Suddenly, Martin then launches into the song with Fallon, who does his best to impersonate Bowie's signature voice and vocal. Roots guitarist Captain Kirk Douglas also joined in for the heartfelt cover for a quick guitar solo. Once Life on Mars is finished, Fallon then again casually pats Martin on the back and exclaims, "Well, keep working on it." Terminally ill comedian Quincy Jones will now get to fulfill his dream of hosting his own stand-up comedy special, thanks in part to Ellen DeGeneres. Jones appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres Show for a second time Monday, a week after his Kickstarter campaign to get his special off the ground caught the attention of DeGeneres. This time, the daytime host had a big surprise for Jones, who was unaware he was about to hear some life-changing news. DeGeneres explained, "Here's the thing that you mentioned last time, you want to do a comedy special. So what you don't know is that we called the head of HBO, and your people didn't even tell you this, but HBO is going to air your special." Jones replied in complete shock, clapping his hands in excitement. "You're lying. Are you serious? Are you?" DeGeneres continued, "All the negotiations have been happening. Your people know that, but they've kept it from you because we wanted to surprise you." DeGeneres sweetened the deal by presenting Jones with a check for $15,000 from Shutterfly to help him get started on producing his show. She gave the 32-year-old $10,000 during his last appearance on her show. Jones was diagnosed with a rare form of terminal cancer back in July 2015. After deciding that he wanted to record a stand-up comedy special before his death, friends got together to start a Kickstarter to raise money for the project. So far, the campaign has brought in $50,000. Jones is set to record his special on April 4th at the Terry Graham Ballroom in Los Angeles. Kesha is appealing a judge's denial of her injunction against Dr. Luke, which left the singer still contractually bound to the producer. Filed Monday in New York, Kesha and her attorney Mark Gregos are seeking a second opinion and a new way for the pop star to record new music under a different label away from Dr. Luke and his Kemosabe Records imprint owned by Sony Music. Gregos wrote in the filing, the court errored in basing its decision on finding that Kesha could record without interference from Goldwall. He also added, although it's recognized that slavery was done away with a long time ago and that you can't force someone to work in a situation in which they don't want to work, the court's ruling requires Kesha to work for Goldwall's company. New York Supreme Court Justice Shirley Cunwright ruled against Kesha in her injunction back in February amid allegations Dr. Luke sexually, physically, and verbally abused her. The judge said at the court hearing at the time, "You're asking the court to decimate a contract that was heavily negotiated and typical for the industry." Artists then began showing their support for Kesha on social media, including Demi Lovato, Taylor Swift, and Lady Gaga. Dr. Luke has denied all allegations and is pursuing his own claims against Kesha for breach of contract. After Sony Music admitted to being legally unable to terminate Kesha's contract, reports surfaced that perhaps the company would drop Dr. Luke due to the allegations. Dr. Luke has denied those reports, with Sony refusing to comment on the matter. Meghan Trainor has released a sensuous new music video to accompany her latest single, No. In the clip uploaded Monday, Trainor sports red hair, a black corset, and a glimmering coat as she leads a group of dancers in a triangular formation. The video takes place in what looks like a warehouse set, complete with high-voltage signs and chain-link fences. Later in the song, Trainor wears a black fishnet bodysuit while in close quarters with her dancers in similar garb. She is seen singing during the sexy segment, "If I want a man, then I'm going to get a man, but it's never my priority." Earlier this month, the 22-year-old All About That bass singer opened up about past body image issues, saying she's actively covered up her body growing up despite the weather, being more insecure about her arms. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 2011, Hollywood icon Elizabeth Taylor dies at the age of 79. Elizabeth Taylor, who appeared in more than 50 films, won 2 Academy Awards, and was synonymous with Hollywood glamour, dies of complications from congestive heart failure at a Los Angeles hospital at the age of 79 on this date in 2011. The Violet Eye Taylor began her acting career as a child and spent most of her life in the spotlight. Known for her striking beauty, she was married 8 times and later in life became a prominent HIV/AIDS activist. Born in London, England on February 27, 1932 to an American art dealer and his wife, a former actress, the family moved to Southern California. In 1942, Taylor made her film debut in There's One Born Every Minute. At the age of 12, she rose to stardom in 1944 with National Velvet, later moving on to adult roles such as 1951's A Place in the Sun, for which she garnered strong reviews. As one of Hollywood's leading stars in the 1950s and 1960s, her credits include 1956's Giant with Rock Hudson and James Dean, 1957's Raintree County with Montgomery Clift and Eva Marie Saint, 1958's Cat on a Hot Tin Roof with Paul Newman, and 1959's Suddenly Last Summer with Clift and Katharine Hepburn. The latter 3 films each garnered Taylor Oscar nominations before she took home Best Actress honors for 1960's Butterfield 8 with Lawrence Harvey and Eddie Fisher, and in 1966 Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf with Richard Burton. Off-screen, Taylor's colorful persona life generated numerous headlines. In 1950, the 18-year-old actress married hotel heir Conrad Hilton. The union lasted less than 1 year, and in 1952 she wed British actor Michael Wilden. The couple had 2 sons before divorcing in 1957. That same year, Taylor wed producer Mike Todd, with whom she had a daughter. A little over a year later, Todd died in a plane crash. In 1959, Taylor married singer Eddie Fisher, who left his wife Debbie Reynolds for Taylor. The union ended in 1964. Days after her divorce from Fisher was finalized, Taylor wed Welsh actor Richard Burton, with whom she co-starred in 1963's Cleopatra. Playing that film's title role, Taylor became Hollywood's highest-paid actress at the time. The public was fascinated by Taylor and Burton's lavish lifestyle. Among his gifts to her was a 69-carat diamond and their tumultuous relationship. The couple, who adopted a daughter, divorced in 1974, remarried the following year and divorced again in 1976. Taylor later called Mike Todd and Burton, who died in 1984, the great loves of her life. In 1976, Taylor wed Virginia politician John Warner, who went on to become a U.S. Senator. Pair divorced in 1982. In the 80s, Taylor, who battled addictions to alcohol, drugs, and overeating, spent time at the Betty Ford Clinic. In 1991, she married construction worker Larry Fortensky, whom she met at the treatment center. At a wedding ceremony in the entertainer Michael Jackson's Neverland Valley Ranch in California, the couple divorced 5 years later. In addition to her addiction issues, Taylor suffered from a variety of health problems throughout her life, ranging from her hip replacements to smashed spinal disc to a brain tumor. In addition to her film career, her last silver screen appearance was a cameo in 1994's The Flintstones. Taylor's legacy included her work as a pioneer activist in the fight against AIDS. Starting in the 80s, the actress helped raise millions of dollars to combat the disease. Taylor is buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. And as your entertainment report for Wednesday, March 23rd, 2016, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.